Hello, what is up my people, and welcome back to another episode of Delta's Reviews. I apologise for the length of time in between videos. A lot of things happened. I got sick for a little bit, and then I pulled my back out lifting furniture, and then I didn't rest it, so I started lifting furniture the very next day. And then right after that, I started lifting more furniture, and I eventually screwed myself up. And then we had TF Nation, which is where I got this guy. Hell yeah. And we are now back in the swing of things, doing reviews, testing out what works. I'm going to spin this around slightly. There we go. So today, as you can probably tell, we are reviewing the Riorius Prime. I'm going to call him Optimus Prime just for the sake of Riorius being kind of hard to pronounce. But here we have him in his dragon mode, and I do believe this was a Takara collaboration with the Monster Hunter series. And this thing is just dope. I mean, it's Optimus Prime as a dragon. I don't think we've ever seen that other than... No, we've never seen it. We've only ever seen Megatron as a dragon. So it's really cool that we have an Optimus. And there is a silver, white, and black repaint of this guy that I want to get as well. But let's just take a look at this dragon mode. We'll go like this so you can see all the detail on the wings here. Really, really nicely sculpted. Even if this is just a remold of Air this thing is awesome. Let's take a look at that head there. Wow. Really, really cool. We have the feet, the legs. We have the tail as well here at the back, which has the sword connected to it. Very, very cool. Articulation for this mode is as follows. We'll start with the legs down here. So the feet can go up and down, and there is some tiltage, as well as being able to move up and down on these joints up here. The head, it can look up that far. It can look, this is the neck, sorry, it can look down that far, so that's pretty good. The head itself can look up that far, so basically straight, and it can look down that far, as well as the jaw being able to open. It would have been cool if there was a port in the mouth for a blast effect, but the joints on the jaw are actually quite sturdy, so I think if you just close the jaw around it, you'll get the same kind of effect. As for the wings can move up on this joint here. They can also move up on, this one's a bit stiff, this joint here, and they also have another joint here, and collapse here. So that's very, very nice. You can get some dynamic poses out of the wings, and there is nothing at the tail. Is there anything at the tail? No, nothing at all at the tail. I think this thing is really, really cool. Next, we are going to do a bit of a brief posing section, just so you can see this thing in a couple of different poses. Welcome back from the posing section, and now we are going to go over the transformation into the robot mode. I'm going to move the light up a little bit here, so I have some room to work. So first thing that we're going to do is we're going to start on the legs, and you're just going to want to pull them out. There is these nice thick tabs in here that tab into these sections here. So once you've done that, you want to pull the legs down and straighten them out and rotate them 180 degrees. Make sure the ankle is straight. Fold the foot, not fold, rotate the foot 180 degrees and take these pieces here, untab them and rotate them out to the side. And you want to do that with this leg as well. So in here, untab them, straighten it out, rotate it around, straighten out the ankle, rotate the foot around, and take this piece and rotate it off to the side. I should have taken the weapon off first as well. That has a post and a port connection in there. After we've done that, what we are going to do is we are going to take the entire back of the dragon, which can be a bit difficult to do. Oh no, it was actually okay. And we're going to untab it and lift it up, and you can see that there is a matrix in there. How cool is that? Huh? For a deluxe class Prime, it has a matrix. That's pretty cool. After we've done that and we have all of this out to the back here, we are going to grab the waist and rotate it 180 degrees so it's facing forwards. The arms, I can't really show you this, yes I can, are kind of stored in here like this. So that grey section there is the hand. So what you want to do is you want to pull these out like so, rotate up the shoulder pad, bring the arm forward and straighten out the hands. If you've seen Air Razor, then you know exactly how this works. You want to do the exact same thing here. So again, I'll fold up the wing so you can see. You want to take out the arm, bring up the shoulder pad, straighten out the fist, rotate that down. Now the head is just folded up here, so you want to grab this and rotate it upwards, like so. After we've done that, there is a slot in the neck for this piece to tab into, so it's just a matter of folding all of this down until it does connect. Now we're going to bring the arms out the way, because what we are going to do is we are going to collapse the wing in, and we're going to bend at these joints and bring it over the front like a waistcoat. So do the same thing here, collapse in the wing, rotate at these sections here to form the waistcoat. And there we go. Riorius Prime, Optimus Prime, transformed into his robot mode. And I really enjoy that. I love the whole waistcoat design. I just love the fact that he turns into a dragon. That's like the dopest I've ever seen. Moving on to his accessories. Ooh. The accessories do a couple different things. So obviously, first of all, they separate into a sword and shield. So let's plug in the sword here, and let's plug in the shield into his hand. There we go, like that. Doesn't really like to stay, which is a tad annoying. Maybe if we go this way. There we go, we'll go that way. So I suppose that will work. Let me put him back in focus. I apologise for that. There we go. So we can hold his sword and he can hold his shield. Now, a cool thing about these accessories is if we take them and we'll put Riorius Prime to the side here. If we take this piece and spread these sections out and then grab the sword, and there is a tab here that will go into this hollow section of the sword, and that will tab in just like so. And now Riorius Prime has a battle axe. How nifty is that? Pretty freaking cool. As for articulation in robot mode, the head can look up that far using the transformation joint. It does have some tiltage, which is quite nice. A full 360 degrees of motion. The shoulders can go a full 360 degrees around. They can rotate out that far before the shoulder pad gets in the way. We do have upper bicep rotation, just over 90 degrees of bend at the elbow. No wrist rotation, but we do have this here. So I guess that's kind of cool there. As we move along, we do have, if we move the wings out of the way, almost 360 degrees of waist rotation, because that bumps in. So yeah, it would go all the way around, but it can't, unless you move all of that out of the way. Now we're going to lift up the crotch plate, and the legs can go up that far, they can go back that far, they can rotate out that far. We have upper thigh rotation, which is nice, And the legs can bend well over 90 degrees, as well as obviously having the feet go up and down, bit of ankle tilt because they're on a ball joint, and a full 360-degree range of motion, which is very, very, very nice. Let me just get this all situated back there. Now, before I move on to the final thoughts of the figure, we are going to do another posing section, so enjoy that. Welcome back from the final posing section for the robot mode. I really hope you have enjoyed today's video, and my final thoughts on this figure is that it's just fucking cool. It's an Optimus Prime who turns into a giant red dragon. You can't exactly want anything more than that. Well, it would have been cool if it was a bit bigger. It is a small deluxe, but there we go. Thank you for watching.